Chargers win 27-10. Justin Herbert had a perfect passer rating in the first half. He was applauded by Jim Harbaugh in his interview, post-game presser.
Justin Herbert, I think since 1920, there's only been a few quarterbacks that have had a perfect passer rating in the first half. Now he's one of them. There with Tom Brady and Joe Burrows, I think has done it a couple times as well.
Interestingly, Lamar Jackson also had a perfect passer rating today. It was Lamar Jackson's fourth game, tying the record for the most with Ben Roethlisberger, who also has 4 against a very good defense, although Lamar Jackson was only sacked once, whereas Justin Herbert was sacked 6 times. According to NFL on his CBS, Justin Herbert has the fewest interceptions in the NFL this season, with 1 among quarterbacks to start every game.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Dad, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon. Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends. It is only yourself.
So pretty impressive performance by Justin Herbert, but I thought even more impressive was the defense. I think they had 4 3-and-outs and 3 interceptions. Jameis Winston only had a 56.5 completion rate. He had 2 batted throws, 1 hit as he threw, 20 total pressures of any kind, 6 sacks, and he was nearly blanked of any touchdowns until Cam Hart allowed a touchdown on a good catch by, I believe it was Tillman. I think most of the credit has to come from our ability to pressure the quarterback. In terms of quarterback hits, Cam Hart had 1, Morgan Fox had 2, Khalil Mack had 1, Tully had 1, Dion had 1 pass deflection, Derwin had 1 pass deflection, Cam Hart and Tully shared a sack, Morgan Fox had 2 sacks, Khalil Mack had 1 sack. 2 of Lamar Jackson's perfect passer rating games came in 2019 when Greg Roman was a coach. Herbert ultimately finished 18 of 27, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns. JK was 14 of 85, 2 touchdowns. And Quentin had 4 receptions, 118 yards, 1 touchdown. We had a ton of explosive plays. One was to QJ for 21, one to McConkey for 19. J.K. Dobbins had a 16-yard run for a touchdown. It's a pass deep to QJ for 66 yards. J.K. Dobbins had another 34-yard run. Herbert threw to McConkey for 20 yards, and he had a deep middle pass to McConkey for 16 yards. He also had a deep pass to Palmer for 26 for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins had another 12-yard run up the middle, and Herbert had a touchdown pass to QJ for 26. That was before the half. Yeah, before the half, or at halftime, Herbert was sacked 6 times. So all 6 came in the first half. Quentin had the best offensive grade unofficially by PFF at 80.5. Next was Justin Herbert at 74.4. Then Ladd McConkey at 73.2. The best defensive grade was Derwin James at 88.8 or 88.0. He had 5 tackles. He had 1 stop. He only allowed 1 reception on 4 targets for 3 yards, 1 pass breakup, and an NFL rating of 39.6. Next was Khalil Mack. He had 1 sack, 2 hurries, 2 tackles, 3 stops, 1 forced fumble. Next was Alohi Gilman, 4 tackles, 2 stops, 1 interception. I think you have to give a lot of credit to the defensive tackles who were integral in only allowed 79 yards rushing. Just some quotes. People who become elite at what they do aren't striving to be elite just to join some special club. They take great joy and satisfaction in the pursuit of mastery, and they compete against themselves, not others. Going back to play-by-play explosive plays, I count 6 passing plays and 3 running plays. So yeah, pretty good all-around team effort, especially by the defense. And unofficially, total number of pressures of any kind, including sacks, was 16. But we are not what we know, but what we are willing to learn. Good people are good because they come to wisdom through failure. Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light for my path. First problem for all of us, men and women, is not to learn, but to unlearn. A quote by Socrates, I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. And Jim Harbaugh seemed to have a full circle moment in his presser. He kind of went on a rant on how his parents met in Ohio, and I looked it up to see exactly what that may have meant, and it seems to be a moment where you experience a significant event that brings you back to the starting point in your life, allowing you to reflect on your journey and express deep gratitude for how things have come together, often signifying personal growth and a sense of completion. Then something also I learned in psychology, there's a thing apparently called self-actualization. What that means is to be described as the complete realization of one's potential as manifest in peak experiences which involve the full development of one's abilities and appreciation for life.